Storm owner verbally berated a 16-year-old girl for supporting Sophie Cunningham, we got a problem.
That allegation is drawing major attention across women's basketball. It is not about a game-winning shot or a big draft pick. Instead, it centers on claims that a team owner was involved in a confrontation with a teenage fan, making the situation far more serious than a normal sports controversy.
The WNBA media, Roberta's losing her mind. Losing her mind. Because she wants to be able to ask Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark non-basketball related questions.
While reporters debated what questions should be asked during interviews, another story was unfolding outside the arena. It involved young fans, a rally supporting Sophie Cunningham, and allegations that a team executive lost their composure during a public confrontation. That's where this story begins.
There was a Sophie Cunningham fan rally outside the Fever game tonight. And, yeah, it looks like there was a lot more people there than people were originally talking about supporting Sophie Cunningham.
The event began outside the arena with a gathering organized to support Sophie Cunningham. According to those present, the crowd was much larger than expected, with families, supporters, and young girls wearing jerseys. As more people arrived, the atmosphere became tense.
Seattle Storm Stephanie Dolson came sauntering in pregame wearing this, trans white rights or human rights. Seattle Storm's getting destroyed. Absolutely
Players
destroyed.
Arriving at Climate Pledge Arena walked past the demonstration as counter-protesters and other fans interacted with the crowd. The atmosphere outside quickly became more tense, turning from a sports-related event into a wider cultural dispute and setting the stage for what happened later inside the arena.
Brandy Krause, who helped organize this pro-women's rally, not an anti-trans rally, that's the media blowing smoke up your ass. A pro-women's and girls rally.
Brandy Krause, one of the organizers of the event, said the gathering was meant to support women and girls in sports. However, according to those involved, the response from some people was quick and intense, making some supporters feel targeted simply because of the clothes they were wearing.
The way the Seattle Storm fans, players, and even an owner treated teenage girls today for simply the act of wearing XXXY athletic shirts and cheering on Sophie Cunningham was beyond disgusting. They were cussed at, booed, and intentionally tripped. What? One of them was berated until she cried.
According to reports and people who say they witnessed the events, the treatment of teenage girls wearing athletic advocacy shirts went beyond normal fan rivalry. Witnesses claimed the girls were yelled at, booed, intentionally tripped, and, in at least one case, left crying after a heated confrontation.
I'm told that Seattle Storm co-owner Celeste Keaton confronted, verbally berated, and cussed at two young Sophie Cunningham supporters at the Fever versus Storm game Tuesday night. Keaton called them fucking insane and said, "How dare you come here and pull this shit?" One of the victims, 16 years old, was left crying, causing
According to the claims, Seattle Storm co-owner Celeste Keaton confronted two young Sophie Cunningham supporters during the Fever vs. Storm game on Tuesday night. She allegedly shouted at them, used offensive language, and called them insane, while asking why they had come to the game with their signs. One of the fans, who was 16 years old, reportedly became so upset that they started crying and put their signs away. If these allegations are accurate, the situation goes beyond a disagreement between fans and raises serious questions about the conduct of a team executive.
A woman sitting next to them with a sign said "No hate in the United States" was extremely rude and said their XXXY athletic shirts were, quote, ugly. Jennifer Say, she is the founder and CEO of XXXY.
The reaction was immediate. One of the fans involved, a 16-year-old, reportedly became upset and started crying. The young fan then put away their signs after feeling pressured. Other people nearby also criticized their clothing, which brought brand founders like Jennifer C. into the middle of the controversy.
If you're not there to talk about basketball, then why do you need to be there? If you're not there to concentrate on the actual game of basketball, not your social activism issues,
the situation also raises questions about media credentials in professional sports. Some people believe that if reporters use their press access to promote activism instead of covering the game, it creates a debate about the purpose of that access and what role sports media should play at games.
Head coach Sonia Raymond on her reaction to the anti-trans rally before the game versus the Fever. Quote, "We always want to be in an area where people feel welcome coming into the building. I know our organization was working closely with Climate Pledge Arena and with security to make sure everybody feels safe and included."
Head coach Sonia Roman Raymond spoke about the pre-game demonstration by saying the team worked closely with arena security to make sure everyone felt safe and welcome. However, that official response does not address the allegations about the team's co-owner and what was reportedly said or done behind the scenes.
PR responded with a statement from the organization, quote, "Neither our organization nor Sophie had any knowledge of this demonstration and no contact with the organizers. Our only goal as a team, whether at home or away, is to win basketball games and make Fever fans for life. We are united in that mission."
Indiana Fever responded to the media attention with a clear and professional statement. The team said that neither they nor Sophie Cunningham knew about or had any contact with the demonstration beforehand. They also made it clear that their main focus remains on playing basketball and winning games.
She's calling out Caitlin Clark. I know no one will, based on statements and reactions, but someone in the league side, not a player, has to effing say the words "trans women belong in women's sports."
Some media members were reportedly unhappy because Caitlin Clark chose not to get involved in political debates. They wanted her and other players to speak out on controversial social and political issues, while Clark continued to focus on playing basketball instead.
Absolutely not relevant if it is not directly related to basketball on the court. Caitlin Clark literally just told you in a viral interview, "When it comes to me, keep it about basketball on the court." Monica McNutt, Roberta, 2 days later, completely out the door.
Caitlin Clark has made it clear that her job is to play basketball. She has said many times that she wants to focus on the game, not on every social or cultural debate. Expecting athletes to speak about every major issue takes attention away from what most fans come to watch: the basketball on the court.
So, now that we know the Seattle Storm owner allegedly verbally went after this fan, this underage fan, look, 16 years old, whether you like it or not, is technically a child. A kid.
When an adult who co-owns a professional sports team is accused of confronting a 16-year-old over a t-shirt and a sign, many people see that as crossing the line. A 16-year-old is still a minor, and no matter how heated sports rivalries become, adults are expected to act responsibly and treat young fans with respect.
To remember, a few years ago, the Atlanta Dream owner got removed. She was one of the owners, got removed because she was a Republican, I think. Okay. How about we do the same to the Seattle Storm? I understand in that region, that's how they vote, that's how they get down, but I think it's unacceptable for an owner to go after a fan, allegedly.
There have been cases before where team owners faced serious consequences for crossing the line. If these allegations are proven to be true, the league, led by Adam Silver, will face strong pressure to show that the same rules apply to every owner. What do you think about this situation? Share your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going in the next video.